Hello everyone, my name is Beckett and welcome back to the channel. And today in Division 2, it is Wednesday and Cassie reset her goods, so we are going to go check that out. But first, you need to find the snitch, and if you do not know how to find the snitch, I will leave a link somewhere on the screen. You can click, and you can also wait till the end of the video and check them out. There's a few locations where you can usually find them, and then you'll be able to take care of Cassie and get whatever great loot she has. But before we get started, if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. And if you like the video, smash that like button. We're a small channel, but we're growing bigger and bigger every day. All right, let's check out what Cassie has today. First thing we have is the Tsunami named shotgun. Came with mid-tier rolls today. We have 9% damage to armor, 12.8% swap speed. We would want to replace that for rate of fire or any other damaging talents. Ideally, just because of the talent it comes with, perfect pummel. 2 consecutive kills, refill the magazine, and grant plus 40% weapon damage for 10 seconds. So if we were going to be using this shotgun, we would build around this shotgun. For me, it is like the Chatterbox shotgun variant. It's very fun to play with if you have a good roll. So if you go ahead and pick this up, I would start farming for a new one immediately. You will notice the difference as soon as you got even just a little better one. You're going to start noticing the difference. Now we have the Forge. This is a named holster. It comes with 50% shield health. Now it seems great, but it does not scale in a multiplicative fashion. So I know I can't really say that word, but basically it's only gonna add from your base armor, your shield, whatever it is. So if you were running like a hybrid with 4 red and 2 blues and you were adding skill tiers in different ways, it's not going to add that much armor. But if you're running straight 6 blues, you're going to get a lot more armor, but there are still a lot better named items if you are going to be running a tank set. Next, we have Ongoing Directive. This comes with 15% weapon damage. I would honestly just pick this up, although Ongoing Directive just does not feel that good right now. I've been trying to make it work with Ridgeways, with every exotic I can think of. Any other way, it just doesn't feel good as many other builds. It's just not performing that well. Hopefully we'll see some updates in the future, but until then, pick up those good rolls and keep it in your stash for when that day comes. And I think that day is going to be coming soon because this has been feeling pretty cold for quite a while, and I hope Massive gives it the love it needs. Next, we have the Striker Harness. Comes with 12.3% weapon damage and explosive resistance. If you're looking for a chest and you don't have a better roll, go ahead and pick that up. We also have the Future Initiative. This is the healer set, and it came with the skill tier and the Hasbro 9%. We also have Striker knee pads, another mid-tier or better than mid-tier roll, 12.1% weapon damage and 10.7 critical hit damage. We have the hard wire holster, and it came with health. Too bad it didn't come with something else, because you never know when you just might want to make that hybrid build. And it is a striker day from Cassie. We have the mask, and it came with 11.8 weapon damage and 10.9 critical hit damage. Now this is not a bad set, even though it's not as good as it was in Division 1. You can make a lot of work, especially with that rate of fire. If you were running an LMG build, really you would want to make an LMG build out of this set, and it can be really amazing. Other than that, we have a decently rolled police 45. Came with health damage. Just re-roll that talent to strained ideally or measured. Next, we have Officer M91. I just go past it, and I think that's really all we have. We have the max roll on this overload armament, so if you were still looking for that for your mask, for your recal library, go ahead and pick that up. Honestly, it's not that bad of a roll, and you can always re-roll that headshot damage to critical hit chance if you were looking to run like an M1A build. That's all we got from Cassie today. Stick around for Snitch Locations, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. To get to Cassie Mendoza and get her sweet goods, we need to find the snitch, aka Jared Nash, and he's randomly about the map in different places, but he always has the same spawn location, so he'll always be in the same places, but he's just going to be in different places. There's different maps and stuff you can find throughout the internet and online through Reddit and stuff like that, but they really don't help. There's a few spots where we can always find him, and I'm going to show you how to do that. The best spots where I always find him, I went through about 50, 60 different locations where I seen online where people he's always here. No, he's never here, and the map doesn't help. They said that there'll be activities throughout the map and it will disappear when you get close to him, but it's not that easy because you can only see the question marks above his head when you're like 20, 30 feet away from him. But we're going to find him, and it's not going to be that hard. And the trickiest part is going to be to complete his bounty that he drops. So let's get started and show you where he's at, guys. All right, guys. First place we're going to stop by and try to find the snitch at is at the Truman Safe House. It's in Foggy Bottom, and we're going to be looking for him right next to a little lockbox directly across the street, directly to the west. You can see right where I marked it. So if you have not unlocked that or have not found it yet in the world, it's not going to show up. So just click on the map there and just start walking there. It's really easy to find. There'll be a couple trucks around the area, as you'll see. All right, once you run up the hill, it'll be right on our left. You'll see the lockbox, and you can just usually shoot up the fence. I usually come here first every time because it's new day, refresh, get free loot. Maybe I get something, but usually never get anything else. And Jared Nash, or the snitch, he'll be right behind there, right behind this truck. As you can see, you got to be really close to see him, guys. He won't even pop up unless you're like 20 feet away from him. And there he is. Luckily, we got him right when we headed to the Truman house, and we're going to accept his bounty. Once you complete that bounty, we'll be able to find Cassie, but I'm going to go into more detail in a sec. We're going to go into a couple other locations. Okay, the next location is going to be the Lincoln Memorial, and we're going to just fast travel straight to that spawn point. And as soon as we get there, we're just going to turn around, and we're just going to start running down, heading towards the Washington Monument. Just heading down there, we're going to hug the right side. We're going to see like a little forest, a group of trees, and we're just going to keep running. Usually he's not here, but every once in a while he will be. One thing to note is if he's in combat or there's any like fighting NPCs fighting with each other around the map, we're not going to be able to find him. But today he was here. Usually when there's nobody here, he'll always be here. But if there's just one NPC, just one dude hanging out, he gets skittish and he runs away. I think it's just part of it. If there's any combat, he just won't spawn in. I don't know why it is, but let's move on to the next spot. All right, our third spot is going to be over in DZ East. We're not going to actually go in the DZ. We're just going to go to the checkpoint. And the checkpoint is called Charlie Checkpoint. It's the northernmost one up top. You'll be able to find it, and we're just going to leave and head out the door, and we're just going to start heading directly to our right. And you're going to see some ladders up on the side of the building. Yep, right up there. And we're going to climb up, and he's going to be up inside these office buildings. Usually would be probably be able to see him right now if he was there, but I don't think he is there this time. So hopefully he's there next time, but I usually don't find him here, but every once in a while you get lucky, and it's a really close spot. All right, guys, we are on the final spot, and this is probably the best spot to find the snitch any time of the week. If you come here Tuesday, right when the servers reset, I almost find him here every single time. Sometimes I'll just log out and come back to this spot, and it's really easy to find him. So we are heading to 1040 Safe House, and we are going to be going out the southeast exit today, and it's really hard to miss. This guy's really easy to find and almost there probably 90% of the time. I'd say 9 out of 10 times I come to look for him, he is here. So I would always check here. I just like to check the Truman house just because, you know, there's always loot. So we're just going to head out of the southeast exit and just run straight ahead, going down this windy little path, and we're going to end up taking our left. I ended up taking a little detour because I had tunnel vision and I can't stay on track at all. So we'll head back, but when we go down that path, we're just going to head left, and we're just going to go straight ahead, and we're going to take our very next left, and you'll just see a little gate, and you'll run through, and we're going to run through all the way to the end, and eventually you'll see that little green triangle over his head, and he's back here, and there's a weapon box that you can open too, and you'll see him there, and we're just going to accept his bounty, and we're going to grab it. If you already did the bounty, great, and you just got to go and head over to Cassie.